Alright, so we saw in the previous lecture what's an IDE is, and we talked a little bit about the different IDEs available for you as .NET developer. Now, we're gonna talk about the console application that we'll be using throughout this course, and it's very, very important to note that this type of project is, let's say, a big building block in this course where you have to follow along with it and know how to use this project. Now, there are other types available for you, but this one, let's say it's more beginner friendly and we can control it much better. So, if you head over to Visual Studio after you install it, notice that you have different project types available for you. You can either search for the template that you need or filter from these filtrations, or if you used it before, you will have the recent project type available here. So now I'm gonna go and select console application like this, console app. I'm gonna hit next. Now I'll be presented by creating the project name and the solution name. You need to know that each individual project has its own unique name, and they are all under something called solution. A solution is a large container for a large number of projects. So you can place maybe 20 projects under a single solution. So you can give it the proper name. I'm gonna call it here the net zero to hero, and I can just say this is my console app. When you hit next, you will be presented with an option to select the appropriate .NET version. At this time of recording it was .NET 7, so I'm gonna select the latest one, and just like to make it a little bit easier for us, we can select that do not use top level statement. You can choose to keep the top level statements, but I want you to understand how the console application works. So after we create this project, if you notice Visual Studio will create it for us, you will be presented with the solution screen and the content of the console project. If you run this, you will notice that Visual Studio will show you a command line window and it will print the hello world statement. Now, if we examine the project structure further, notice we have over here the console app. We have the dependencies, which is just references to DLLs and the projects that we need to run this console. And we have the program.cs, which is the main entry point for our application. If we look even further inside here, notice we have this structure which has the class program and the main method. Now the main method is the entry point for your console application, and it always will be called when your application is starting. Now if you remember, if from the first lecture we played around with the console application, and you can come over here and do so. So I can say here console sorry dot right line insert a number. Now I can come over here, say int maybe x equal console dot read line, and for sure we need to do just a small trick to capture the string to integer. I don't want you to worry about the details, but for now just follow along. And we're gonna print eventually you enter number, and we're gonna just add the x. Now we're gonna execute the program. Notice that it's print out the messages for us. It's also instruct us to enter a number, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna input 5. As soon as I hit enter, notice that you receive the output message and also the value you entered. Now I want you to play around with the console app, create one, just test it out, do some inputs output so you can understand it, and in the next lectures for sure we will go much deeper into it.